Today my topic of discussion will be minerals, okay, and the type of minerals, okay. So first of all, I just want to describe you about like what are minerals. So minerals are basically inorganic substances, and inorganic substances are those substances which are other than the compounds of carbon, and the organic substances are those substances which have the compounds of carbon. So basically minerals are inorganic substances, okay. So they help people to carry out their economic activities, and the examples are gold and iron. So what are the main type of mineral resources? These are metallic mineral resources, and these are those type of minerals which have metals in them, and some of them are non-metallic mineral resources, and the other one are energy mineral resources. So first of all, let's discuss about metallic mineral resources. So metallic mineral resources, they basically contain metallic elements, for example are iron and copper. So iron, that basically exists in the form of iron and steel. As you know that steel is also a type of iron, and they both have the uses in the construction industry. Iron is basically extracted from rocks which are called as iron ores, okay. Iron exists in the form of oxides such as magnetite and hematite. So basically they exist in the form of oxides, okay. Now let's discuss something about copper. Copper exists as sulfides, oxides and carbonates. Rocks which contain between 0.5 and 2% copper are considered economically valuable to mine, okay. If they have the less percentage, then it is considered that that kind of mining is not economical. So we also need to consider the cost as well. Copper is extracted from copper ores using various processes. First of all, the process is dilute sulfuric acid is used to dissolve copper oxide in the ores, and then electrolytic cells are used to deposit the copper on the copper plates, okay. And they have the uses in electrical and electronic industries. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity, and because of that it can be used to make electrical wires, and it can also be used in printed circuit boards. It is also used to make copper pipes, pots and pans. So let's now discuss about non-metallic mineral resources. So these are those type of minerals which do not have the metallic elements in them. Example are clay and dolomite. First of all, let's discuss about clay. They are used in making ceramics and cooking pots, and they are also used in making paper or in cement. An example of clay mineral is kaolinite, okay. Now let's discuss about dolomite. It is composed of calcium and magnesium, and it is used as a fertilizer to improve the acidic condition of the soil. It is also used in lining material in furnace because it has the ability to withstand that temperature. That is why it is used in the furnaces as a lining material. Let's discuss about energy mineral resources. First we are going to discuss about coal. The common type of coal that is commonly used is bituminous and anthracite. Coal contains the elements such as sulfur, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, and the combination of these elements enables coal to burn at a higher temperature. It is also used as an industrial energy resource to generate enough heat to melt a certain metal. Coal is also used to make coke, which is a necessary component in turning iron to steel. It is also used in the generation of electricity. How? First of all, it is used to generate the heat, generate the steam. Then that steam is basically used to run the turbine, and basically a generator is connected with the turbine with a shaft. When the turbine moves or revolves, okay, when the shaft of the turbine rotates, the generator which is associated with it also starts to working, and this is a process by which we can generate electricity through coal. Now we are going to discuss something about petroleum. Petroleum, as you know, it occurs as a black liquid, and it is composed of hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are basically compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon. And after extracting that black liquid, we need to refine the petroleum products into different fractions, such as like petrol, diesels. Okay, and now we are going to discuss about the mineral resource extraction. Okay, we will discuss it through the book. So this is about mineral resource extraction. Minerals are found in rocks in the ground. To use these minerals, they have to be taken out through mining and quarrying or drilling. What is mining and quarrying? Mining refers to the extraction of valuable minerals from the earth through the process of digging, drilling, and blasting. For blasting, we need to use certain explosives. Quarrying refers to the extraction of rocks from the ground by digging or cutting. So quarrying refers to the extraction of rocks by digging or cutting the particular area. There are two main ways of mining and quarrying: open pit mining and underground mining. Open pit mining. In open pit mining, the ground where the mineral rocks are located is dug into. Over time, there will be large and deep holes in the ground. As you can see in these pictures, that there are big holes or very large holes that are created here. Figure 9.2 shows an open pit mining where it shows granite quarrying on the hills of Italy. So this is basically granite quarrying. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about underground mining. For underground mining, there is a tunnel which is need to be established like this. You can see that there is an underground tunnel. Okay, and people are working in underground over here for extracting some certain minerals. Okay, now is drilling. Drilling is the method usually used to extract petroleum or crude oil from the ground. So one type is offshore drilling and one type is onshore drilling. Okay, you can see here there's an offshore drilling process which is going on in a certain sea. Okay, so thank you very much for listening.